Hey guys, coming back to back. Who is this person? This is Sarah. Sorry. I have to just tell you guys. So I had dance class last night, and I ate my 2 cans of sardines before I went for supper. The rest of the family had cheeseburgers, but I was like, I'm gonna have my sardines. Y'all, I was so pumped during my dance class. Like, I hope the other ladies didn't just think I was absolutely crazy. I don't care. It's fine if they did. I felt like I could have ran a 5K after the class. Like, if you guys will just fuel your body with the food that it wants, I'm just telling you, you could feel so much better. I could not get over how much better I felt. I had told myself, because last week I felt like I was just like really just halfway doing everything. I was doing it and I was having fun, but like I wasn't like pushing myself. This week I was like, I'm going to do everything as much as I can like the instructor. Now, the instructor is amazing. She is just the most beautiful dancer. She's got so much finesse, and I don't even know how she does some of this stuff. But I was like, every time she goes low in a squat, I'm gonna go low in a squat. And every time she's like doing everything low, I'm gonna stay low and burn these legs, and I'm just gonna go for it. Y'all, I just felt so good. I felt so invigorated. One thing, if you don't do a dance class, I want to encourage you to try one. I can't believe how much my brain can't do some of this stuff. Like, it's simple moves, but like if you do the arms with the legs, sometimes my brain won't do it, and it's been very eye-opening to me how much my brain has went to mush in certain areas. So just want to encourage you to get out and go do a fitness class. If you're local, love for you to join the one I've been doing this coming Thursday night. It's going to be Western Cowgirl Night or whatever. So it's gonna be like country music stuff, and you will just love the instructor. She's amazing. But y'all, I could have ran a 5K afterwards. Like, I was just pumped, and I had sardines again for lunch, so I'm a little pumped again right now. But just want to encourage you, please try to fuel your body. I hate tuna. If I can get these things down, anybody can. I cannot even stomach being around a tuna can. Like, that's how much I hate tuna. You can do this. I promise you can do this. If you have a long day ahead, I had them for breakfast one day this week because I ran out of bacon. If you have a long day, try them for breakfast and just watch how much less you're worried about what you're going to have for lunch. You will just be amazed. So that was my little come on for today. I also was going to talk about something else yesterday, and then I got long-winded like I tend to do. For those of you that do watch, thank you. I know I'm not ever going to make money with this. Like, this has just kind of been like this little outlet thing. I don't know. I do feel like God has really just been showing me to quit fearing others' opinions. Very much have struggled with people pleasing for a long time, and it's also kind of in my line of work. If you're a photographer, of course you want to please your clients, and if I've ever not pleased you with my photography work, I apologize. That is my ultimate goal, to always make my clients happy. But on an outside of business note, it can get to a point where you're people pleasing for the wrong reasons. And so I've always struggled with that. So I do feel like God has really been working on me with this. Maybe only 15 of you will ever watch these, and that's fine. Maybe this is only for a season. It was just to get me over this fear of being on this side of the camera and sharing things. I don't know. But I do want to encourage you, if you've struggled with that, if you are holding man's opinion, and I say man referring to a blanket of men and women, if you are holding any man's opinion, any person's opinion over your obedience to what God is calling you to do, you are on very thin ice. That is very sketchy ground. And so I just really want to encourage you, if God is calling you to do something, but it's just in the back of your mind, well, what will this person think? And a lot of that is so coming from the enemy, just putting those things in your head. Most people don't care what you do. A friend of mine shared a little post the other day, and it was like, one day you're going to wake up and realize nobody was watching and you could have done whatever you wanted. How true is that, Maybe it's not what we wanted. Maybe it's more what God has called us to do, though. But, if you're thinking, well, I feel like we should homeschool, but I could never do that because my father-in-law was a principal and he'll never go for that. We'll have to listen to his lectures. Let him lecture you. The only person that you should be counseling yourself with on something like that, getting their opinion, wise counsel with your pastor, yes, but your spouse and God are the only people you need to be checking in with on something like that, and maybe it's not homeschooling. Maybe it's, I don't know what it could be. Maybe it's, I want to change careers, but so-and-so is going to say something. Who cares? If you know you're not in the right career, you got to get past that. I stayed at a job for a while that I shouldn't have. It was not a good fit for me, but I loved the people that I worked with, and I didn't want to let them down. But I was letting them down because I was horrible at that job. But I was worried what they would think. I was worried what other people would say. We got to quit holding man's opinion higher than God's calling on us. So I just want to encourage you, if you've struggled with that, if you struggle with, just it's always in the back of your mind, what's so-and-so going to say? What's this person going to think? It doesn't matter if it's what God is telling you, and you need to be in prayer. You need to be in his word. You need to be checking with him on what it is you're supposed to be doing with this one short life that you have. And like I said, most of those things that you're reeling in your head, it's coming from the enemy. Those people don't even care. They don't know what you're doing on Tuesday. They don't care. They've got their own struggles. They're working through their own stuff. So I just want to encourage you on that. I really want to encourage you to get some sardines, guys. If I have to be the crazy sardine lady just for one person to start feeling better, I will do it. I don't care. I remember being a kid, and there was one or two people in our community that would talk about things that were, out there or against the norm or whatever, and we just all the time, they were the crazy person, crazy so-and-so says this. I will be crazy so-and-so. I don't care. Put it on me. I can do it. I don't want to be miserable. Look around you. How many people do you know that are absolutely miserable? They're depressed. They're looking for their next hit. They can't wait for the next Alani or whatever that stuff is to drop. They can't wait to go get their Shamrock Shake. They need a hit because they are miserable. Y'all, I was running so high on sardines and Jesus last night. Like, you can't put money on this. I'm not making money doing these crazy videos. I'm not making a dime. I just want you to feel better. It's too short of a life. Your kids need you to feel better so you can be a better person for them. You need to set the example for them. So, I'm keeping this one short, the shortest one ever. I just had to tell you, I couldn't wait to share how good I felt last night with you guys, because I want you to feel this good too. So, I hope you have a great weekend. It's the spring equinox or whatever, I think. So, make this weekend be your weekend. If you set January goals for January New Year's and then you got bogged down in the 300 days of January like I did, it was a long month, guys. Bugs are biting me, sorry. Make it this weekend. Start tomorrow. And make that the last time you have to say, I'm starting tomorrow. You can do this. I promise you, you can do this, okay? If I can do it, if I can be feeling this good, you can do it. So make it happen. Tomorrow's gonna be like 80 degrees. What a great day to get out, get a walk in, clean out your pantry with the junk you don't want to look at anymore because it's tempting you. Make it this weekend, okay? And then let me know in the comments what you did. So, like, subscribe, share if you want. If not, I hope you have a beautiful weekend.